Happy New Year and welcome to January 2015's Flicks, the film and event magazine programme brought to you by Picture House Cinemas. My name's Flick and coming up on this month's show, Birdman, Babel director learns to lighten up a little. The Theory of Everything, Flick's favourite Eddie Redmayne stars as Stephen Hawking. Into the Woods, star-studded Stephen Sondheim fairy tale musical. Whiplash, jazz drumming does dark thriller. And Flicks, my roundup of screenings and events across the group. From Mexican director Alejandro González Iñárritu, Babel and Beautiful, comes the tragicomic Birdman starring Michael Keaton.
How did we end up here? This place smells like balls. We had it all. You were a movie star, remember?
In an Oscar-tipped career best, Keaton plays Regan Thompson, a washed-up, once billion-dollar superhero movie star hoping to revive his career by staging a classy Broadway comeback of a Raymond Carver adaptation. The surreal beauty and triumph of this film is dropping us into the head of the fragile lead, the self-hatred, neediness, remorse and rage for career wrong turns, and the monumental ego that can soar through the air and hurl objects telekinetically. The supporting cast of Ed Norton and Naomi Watts excel alongside Iñárritu's exceptional and sensitive directing.
Let's go back one more time and show them what we're capable of.
I got a chance to do something right. I gotta take it. Get that smile off your face. You're freaking me out. Okay, sorry.
The Theory of Everything is directed by James Marsh, who brought us 2008's Oscar-winning Man on Wire and the heartbreaking Project Nim documentaries.
Come on, get up.
Morning, Brian.
Stephen, are you aware that you voluntarily embarked upon a PhD in physics?
Hello.
Hello.
Science.
Art.
I'm a cosmologist.
What's that?
I study the marriage of space and time.
The perfect couple.
With these credentials and working from the Felicity Hawking memoir, The Invisible Woman, Marsh brings us an insightful and sensitive perspective on a man who through academia, science and technological advances would appear to have transcended his disease to become the greatest thinker of the modern world. However, through the incredible performances of Eddie Redmayne and Felicity Jones, it would appear in fact to be a combination of love and visionary willpower that conquers all in this extraordinary, mind-expanding, slash-blowing true story.
He has pneumonia. The only way he will survive will be to give him a tracheotomy. He will never speak again.
Yes, he will.
My name is Stephen Hawking.
It's American.
Is that a problem?
It has been a great joy to watch this man defy every expectation, both scientific and personal.
There should be no boundaries to human endeavor. However bad life may seem, while there is life, there is hope.
Thank you.
Sorry, did you say something?
I said thank you.
Into the Woods is a Stephen Sondheim musical brought to the big screen by Oscar-nominated director-choreographer Rob Marshall, Chicago and Nine.
I wish. I wish. I wish.
I wish. You wish to have the curse reversed?
A fabulously inventive, inverted fairy story which brings together Rapunzel, Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood and a childless baker and his wife, played by James Corden, and the utterly compelling Emily Blunt. By going into the woods, each story cleverly trips over the other, while the Bakers dip into them all by following the instructions of an old crone, Meryl Streep, who has promised to lift the curse of infertility. Chris Pine makes the best Prince Charming since Rupert Everett in Shrek, high praise indeed, and Johnny Depp is seriously sinister as the big bad wolf.
Stay a child while you can be a child with me.
Whiplash from young director Damien Chazelle is nothing short of astonishing.
I'm sorry.
What's your name?
Andrew Naiman, sir?
You know who I am?
Yes, sir.
So you know I'm looking for players.
Yes, sir.
Just do your best.
A storyline that involves a slightly complicated young man, Andrew, played by Miles Teller, who attends a New York School of Music and is mentored or tormented by his tutor, Terence Fletcher, played so eloquently and terrifyingly by a superb J.J. Simmons that it's impossible to know whether he is an incredible teacher or a psychopath. Likewise with Andrew, is he truly driven or just so vulnerable and troubled that he is the perfect victim for this lunatic, or the perfect student to achieve genius in the hands of this virtuoso teacher? Miles Teller's playing is exceptional and the footage is nothing short of utterly thrilling, while the story is nothing short of an utterly gripping psychological thriller.
Because I want to be great.
Are you a rusher? Or are you a dragger? Or are you going to be on my time?
You're going to be on your time.
Keep playing! Keep playing! Keep playing!
And now, Flix Picks, my pick of screenings and events across the group. The New York Met has 2 productions beamed live around the world this January. On the 17th, The Merry Widow. The great Renee Fleming stars as the beguiling femme fatale who captivates all Paris in Franz Lehár's enchanting operetta. And on the 31st, Les Contes d'Hoffmann, Jacques Offenbach's fictionalised take on the life and loves of the German romantic writer E.T.A. Hoffmann, directed by Tony Award winner Bartlett Sher. January 19th is Martin Luther King Day, and to mark the occasion, Picture House Cinemas is previewing Selma, tracking the dangerous and terrifying 3-month civil rights campaign led by Dr. King in 1965. 2015 marks 50 years since the campaign. From the National Theatre on the 22nd, Treasure Island. Robert Louis Stevenson's story of murder, money and mutiny is brought to dazzling life in a thrilling new stage adaptation by Bryony Lavery. On the 25th, from the Bolshoi, Swan Lake, with Tchaikovsky's famous lyrical score. Swan Lake depicts the tragic love between Princess Odette and Prince Siegfried. On Thursday the 29th, from the Royal Opera House, director David McVicker brings Giordano's thrilling historical drama André Chenier back for the first time since 1985 in a stunning new production. A fictionalised account of the last years of the French poet André Chenier, guillotined during the Reign of Terror in 1794, this is the greatest of Giordano's operas and shows why even Puccini sometimes feared him as a rival. That's it for January. Keep in touch with us on our various social media sites and get more information on our releases in our free magazine Picture House Recommends, in print and on your iPad. Thanks for watching and see you in February.